Hello everybody, welcome to our channel DocITBabiezz. I'm Sunira Ghosh. So parents, we have been uploading quite a lot of videos on activities that a toddler can perform. So you must be seeing Inaya and Jashvi performing a lot of activities. On those activities, we got various comments, asking us to tell us that how actually we teach our children. So Inaya and Jashvi, they are learning quite a different kind of things. So you wanted us to share our techniques, our approach to how we make them study. So that is what our video is all about. But we teach a lot of different kind of things to them. Like we teach them alphabets, we teach them poems, we teach them numbers, colors, shapes, months, days, etc, etc. So it's very difficult to club everything in one video. It would be very confusing for you as well and for me as well to tell you how to actually teach them. So that is why we'll be making different parts for this video, and this is the first part of the video where I'll be telling you that how can you teach alphabets and their sound to your child. So there are various techniques, and there is a disclaimer as well, because I am not a teacher, I am not a professional. So don't take my advice as that sort that she's a teacher and she's telling you. No, I'm just a mom. But yes, these are tried and tested techniques because I've used this with my child and I have seen this working. So that is why I'm sharing these techniques with you. So I hope that you like these techniques and it will be helpful for you in the long run. Okay, so for teaching the alphabets, you have an alphabet and then you have a sound of an alphabet. So nowadays teachers focus a lot on teaching the sound as well, because I remember in our days we just used to remember the letters, but there was no concept of sound. But now it's very important for the child to know the letter as well as the sound associated with it, because it helps in identifying the objects starting with that letter later on. So the thing that you have to teach your child is that suppose you are teaching letter B to your child. Okay, so you have to first show how letter B looks like. You can show it on the board, you can show it on the paper, wherever, on a book that the child has. So first you have to show the child that this is letter B. Second comes the sound. So you can just say that this is letter B and B says B. So B is the sound of B. So first activity that we'll be telling you is the activity where you associate the letter with an object. So what you need to do is that suppose you are teaching your child letter B. So B says B. There are various objects at home, available readily at home, which starts with B. So what you need to do is either keep it somewhere where the child can actually see, like a ball, a bat, a badminton, whatever it is. Okay, just keep it. And if you want to help your child a little bit more, you can make small chits, write the letter B and stick it on that object. And now just roam around the house and ask the child to pick up the things that he or she thinks has a sound of B. So just keep on saying, oh, it's a cushion, B, cushion. No, it doesn't sound familiar. But yes, it's a ball, B, ball. So the sound and the object name are quite similar. So the child will pick it up and put it in a basket. So just make them collect things in a basket, and then they can tell you that, okay mama, all these things start with B. So that is how you are teaching the child what is the letter B, what is the sound of B, and what are the objects associated with that letter.
Good morning. Okay, do you have things starting with H? Show us one by one. Oh, what is this? Very good. H, her, hanger. Okay, keep it aside. Take the next item. Very good. What is this? H,
her, horse.
okay. Next.
H, her, hanky.
Oh. Next.
H, her,
Hair brush.
hairbrush.
And last.
H, her, hairband.
Very good.
The second tip or trick or approach that you can follow is that once you have taught the letter B, you can find out worksheets. You don't have to ask anybody, or you don't need to take any kind of subscriptions for that. Just go to Google and search for worksheets related to letter B. You will get a lot of worksheets. Okay, so just either you can, if you have a printer, take out a printout. If you don't have a printer, use your own hand and do a drawing. You have to write letter B at the top of the page, and later draw some objects like a ball, a bat, whatever, which starts with B. Now you can ask your child to color those objects. So while coloring, the child is seeing that okay, there's something written, this is okay, this is letter B, because alphabet teaching is very visual oriented. They don't have any kind of logic behind them. So there is no logic to teach ABCD. It's just memorizing it. So you have to use different approaches where the child is enjoying doing the activities, still he's learning because he's watching that thing. So while he's coloring ball, he can see that B written on the letter on that page. Okay, so that way it will help a lot to the child. So this was a second activity.
Okay, Naya, what have you made?
H her heart. G go grapes.
Wow.
The third activity that you can do with your child is matching the alphabets. It's something which Inaya enjoys a lot. So once you have taught multiple letters to your child, what you can do is that write few letters on a board and then again make some small chits of paper and write that alphabet on that chit as well. Put a sellotape on it. Now you can ask your child to match the letters on the chits and on the board and stick it. So suppose on the board it's written C. So the child has to first find out from those chits where is letter C and then pick it up and stick it on it. So this is also a very fun activity. The child is in a playful mood, child is enjoying the activity, yet he is learning.
Okay. So Inaya has letters on her board and Inaya has letters here. Sorry. She doesn't like me recording all these things. Okay, so we are playing a game, You have to choose a letter from here and then pick it up from here, okay? Okay. Which letter do you like? Okay, then pick B ball. Very good. Now stick it wherever it's written B. Yes, very good.
The fourth activity that you can do with your child is circling or erasing the letter on the board. So suppose your child knows 5 letters. Okay, so just write those 5 letters on the board. Now you can tell your child to either you can say that okay, first go and erase letter A. So your child can erase that letter, or go and circle letter A. So your child can make a circle on letter A. Also, opposite way you can do is that you say that okay, which is this letter? So first the child can tell you that this is this letter. Okay, now circle it or erase it. So any way you play this game, it will be fun activity and the child will be learning alphabets this way as well.
You see, you have so many letters on this board. Okay, so can you put a circle on letter C? Find out letter C and put a circle. Very good. Now I want to find my letter F. F for fan. Where is F? Letter F. Very good. Now I want to find my letter B. B for ball. Very nice.
The next activity is a Pictionary activity. So I hope many of you might be knowing this. Pictionary is something where you draw something on the board and the other person has to guess that what it is. Okay, so just draw something like a balloon, a ball, a cat, whatever you can, as per your capability of drawing. So just draw that thing on the board and first ask your child that what it is. So suppose the child says that okay, mama, it is a ball. First, let me tell you that this Pictionary activity, it has to be done only after child knows the letter and the sound. So this time you are using more of his brain because you are going roundabout. I'll tell you how. Suppose the child sees a cat. So first the child will tell you that okay, mama, this is a cat. Okay, now you have to tell you have to ask the child to tell the letter with which this cat starts from. So this time child is backtracking. First he needs to see that, okay, this is a cat. What is the sound that comes out from this cat letter? It's k, cat. Okay, so the sound is k. So which letter has this sound k? It is C. So okay mama, this particular object starts with C letter. So that is why I told you it is little bit complicated for the child. So the child must be knowing the letter and the sound. Only then you can do these kind of activities with your child.
So, Inaya, what is this? Okay, so ball starts with which letter? Okay. Yay! So it's?
Beaver ball.
Very good. Beaver ball. Okay. Now Inaya, first tell me what is this? Hat. So hat starts with which letter? Find out the letter. H. H. Hat. Okay.
Next is using puzzles for teaching alphabets. So puzzles is also a very good way to teach your child different alphabets. There are various alphabet puzzles available at the market. Like for Inaya, I use one of them is the foam puzzle. It's like a rubber carpet kind of thing, which is a puzzle. So the letters come out, you know, you can ask your child to put the letters everywhere. So that is when the child is actually seeing the letter and putting it, pronunciating it, saying the sound. So that way the child is learning. Also there are wooden puzzles available where, you know, ABCD everything is written. There are some objects made on that, and you know the child has to take it out and keep it at the right place. So this way you can teach alphabets to your child as well.
So let's start with the game, Inu. So my first letter that I want to give you is this. So count A, B, C, D and put it in the right place. Very good.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y.
Last but not the least is books. So books is one of the best way to teach any kind of thing to your child. So obviously, you know, at a very early stage, start introducing books to your child. So for alphabets, I mostly use two books. This is just for reading, not the writing thing. So for reading, this is my first library first book, which is my first book of ABC. So you know, this is a very simple cardboard book where there is letter, capital and small letter written, and then an object associated with that letter made. So you know, the child can just keep on going through this book, and you know, he'll be seeing these letters again and again, and that way it's very easy for the child to memorize this. Okay, the second book that I use is my first preschool book. This is also a very nice book. It has many things. So one of them is the alphabets that it has. It has very big photographs. So child is actually very interested in, you know, these kind of books where there is a lot of color or big photos. So you know, there is letter, then small letter, and then the object associated with that letter. So this also I use this with Inaya. So Inaya just says that, okay mama, this is elephant, yes, this is letter E, elephant, like this. So child learns a lot. Also you can go with a lot of storybooks with your child. So while telling the story, you know, you can just pinpoint that, okay, you learned letter F today. See, there's a letter F on this book. So child is actually learning, but he doesn't know, because the child feels that, okay, yes, I'm actually reading a story and I'm enjoying a story with my mom, but actually you are using that particular time as well to teach your child alphabets. So these are few of the activities which I do with Inaya, Nupur does with Jashvi, to teach them alphabets, and they are doing a very good progress. But you have to keep few things in mind. First thing is, be patient with your child. Every child is different. Don't compare with other child that, okay, fine, he is also 3 years old, my daughter is also 3 years old, he knows A to Z already and my daughter is still stuck at B. So don't do that. Don't compare your child, or don't take any kind of worries. Every child will learn A to Z at, you know, some particular time in their life. So don't worry about that. Be patient with your child. Second is that because toddlers have a very little attention span, so their study session should not be more than 10 or 15 minutes, because after that they lose their attention and their mind is somewhere else and you're trying to teach something, so it won't actually be that much productive. Okay, and the third thing is that choose a good time to make them study. Okay, when they are fresh, they are not sleepy or they are not hungry or their mind is not somewhere else, that is the time when you can use to teach them. Okay, so these are some of the tips and tricks, and I hope that they are useful for you. You can use them to teach alphabets to your child. If you have any other tips or tricks, then do let us know in our comment section, because it is very helpful for us as well as our viewers as well. If you have any kind of suggestions, put it on our comment box as well, because we love your suggestions, and they are quite a lot of inspirations through your suggestions for our videos. So just keep on sharing our videos, keep loving our videos and love us. Enjoy this happy world of parenting. Docket Baby rocks. Bye bye.